Hey everybody, it's Tubby down here at the Henry County Emergency Management Office. Want to give you guys kind of an update on what we have going on here in our area. So we do have a couple severe thunderstorm warnings that are currently in play right now. A new one had just popped up for eastern Vernon County, and we still have an ongoing one for western Vernon County that is set to expire here in just a few minutes. And I do want to let you guys know, if you have any friends down in the Jasper area north of Carthage, there is a tornado warning that is ongoing right now. And again, this is just north of Carthage, and this will be going across I-49. This will be going across I-49, and again, this is a tornado warning. Let's go ahead and read what it is showing right now. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning for Barton, northwestern Newton, southeastern Vernon, and Jasper County until 11:45. And this does have a tornado possible tag on this. This is just a little bit of a spin up. Looks like it's right at Carl Junction. currently. So hopefully everybody can hear me okay. If you would, please let me know in the chat that you're hearing me and seeing everything just fine. We are kind of working out the cobwebs a little bit down here at the Henry County Emergency Management Office. So just want to make sure everybody is hearing me okay this morning. You can hear me good. Very good. So you're hearing me on Facebook. Very good. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. And again, it's having a couple little issues here with the software. It's not showing that I'm live, but I am live. So I do apologize for a couple starts and restarts here in the stream. Again, just kind of working out the bugs. We do have majority of these thunderstorms that are going to be providing a focus for strong straight line winds, maybe a hailer, and a spin up tornado is likely going to be well south of our area, likely south of a line from Nevada over to Osceola to Warsaw and south is likely the best area. It's a little bit more juicy of atmosphere over in that neck of the woods. We're already seeing a tornado warning popping up down. Again, this is north of Carthage, and it will be going across I-49. So anybody that is going to be traveling down in that area, in between Carthage and Jasper on I-49, please kind of stay off of I-49 until this cell has passed. Let's jump over to, we're going to jump over here to velocity radar here real quick. And it looks like the center of the rotation is right over Gulfton, over Highway 171. And this is northwest of Webb City, north of Airport Drive there at Joplin, and it is moving northeast. So again, Gulfton, Galesburg, Neck City, Carytown, Jasper, Carthage. Carthage, you are just south of the polygon. Remember, if you are in this polygon, you want to go to the lowest portion of your house, the most center part of your home. If you don't have a basement, go to an interior closet that has no windows. Again, you know, this is our first severe threat of 2026, so we have to remind ourselves of our plan for severe thunderstorms. So, and again, this looks like it is going to be going into Neck City, Alba, and then up to Preston. And if you're in Jasper or Carytown or along Highway 49 in between there, you need to make sure that you get off of I-49. You have time now to go north or south out of that polygon. So definitely, it's not a big tornado producing day. These have been very short-lived, very minute tornadoes that have been possibly touched down. These are mostly radar indicated right now. The radar is very, very messy. Let's switch back over to reflectivity. You are not going to be able to take a look at radar and determine whether or not you get that spin motion, that hook echo. This is not one of those kind of days. You're not going to be able to take a look at radar and say, oh, hey, this looks like a possible tornado. You can't do that with this type of storm system because it's so messy. But there's enough wind shear in the atmosphere and just enough instability, again, mainly south of a line from Nevada, Osceola, Warsaw, and south. The Storm Prediction Center did put out a new mesoscale discussion, and they could be actually extending the tornado watch. But again, this is going to be mainly from Stockton, Bolivar, over south of Eldon. and further south into west central Missouri. It is going to be including Springfield, Ozark, Cassville, Ava, Aurora. So this is something the Storm Prediction Center is thinking about adding a new watch for this area. And I have a feeling, since we already have a tornado warning down in just north of the Carthage area, there's a pretty strong likelihood they will go ahead and issue a watch for this area, but it should remain south of west central Missouri. Is anybody by chance watching on YouTube? Just want to make sure that our YouTube feed is coming through okay. I see a lot of responses from our Facebook people. Just want to make sure that we have YouTube up and going just fine. I am monitoring several different feeds right now, and again, this thing is trucking over 65 miles per hour to the northeast. So this is what prompted the tornado warning down here. This is going to remain north of Carthage. If you are in Jasper, Preston, mainly in rural areas along Highway H and O, this is the area that this circulation is going to be crossing here over the next 15 to 20 minutes, so make sure you're in your safe spot. Nevada proper, right now, you guys are kind of right smack dab in a V in between the two severe thunderstorm warnings right now. Nothing pressing for the city of Nevada in Vernon County right now. El Dorado Springs, you guys do have some wind that is heading up your direction here in the next few minutes. Let's see where. So we got some pretty strong winds that's going to be heading into Sheldon, Milford. This is going to be northeast of Lamar. And then, of course, we've got some very strong winds again and some circulation down here going through Neck City on O Highway right now. This is going to be just northwest of Alba on O Highway. And again, this is going to be moving to the northeast at 65 miles per hour. So that's the reason if you live in Jasper, maybe even in Isram and Boston, mainly rural areas, but again, you might not have a whole lot of time once that warning could be issued for your area, as this thing is moving at 65 miles per hour. Thank you guys for replying back to me again. Here we are, January 8th, and we are talking about severe weather in and around west central Missouri today. You know, that wasn't on my menu card, even though it was on the LRCs. If you guys recall, the 8th, 9th, and 10th was the dates to be watching out for. And so we knew it was going to be a storm system. We just wasn't sure if this was going to be a major winter storm or the possibility of seeing some severe weather. So again, the LRC, absolutely incredible methodology by Gary Lezak. We've had this on our calendar now for myself since Thanksgiving. So and again, what an incredible technology and methodology that Gary Lezak and crew had come up with. They've been working on it now for almost 35 years. We do have one of our storm chasers. He is down just north of, looks like northeast of Springfield near Willard. Right now, that's 417 Chasers. That is Matt Jones down there. He will be going on his live stream here, I'm assuming, once this line gets a little closer to the Springfield area. That's what's so neat about WeatherWise. You can get WeatherWise right from Subby'sWeatherTalk.com. There's a link. You can go to WeatherWise completely free. This is the software that I am using right now. And what's going to be so nice, you're going to be able to click on Matt's little icon and you're going to be able to go right to his live stream when it is loaded up. So great technology there on WeatherWise. We are working with them through the 2026 season. We're very excited about what is to come in the future. So we do have, I've got a lot of not live on Subby's Weather Talk, just KDKD. Hey, can you watch? Can you take a look at well, not going to be live on Subby's Weather Talk, but look at Subby's West Central Missouri advisory page. I can't, unfortunately, I cannot go live on Subby's Weather Talk because we are a private group. We can only go live on our Subby's West Central Missouri advisory page, as well as KDKD 95.3 Facebook page, and our YouTube and Instagram channels as well. I have our Director of Emergency Management, Mark Harden. He is checking that out for me on our advisory page to make sure, look like we are live on our advisory page. So looks like everything is working. And again, one of the main reasons why I am asking that question is because my software is showing me to be offline. But we are online, thank goodness. Let's take another look. Looks like the winds have diminished here in Neck City, Jasper, Carytown, where this tornado warning is currently ongoing. And again, these are going to be very short-lived, spin-up variety tornadoes that are going to be affecting southwest Missouri. And again, I do believe this is going to stay south of our area here in west central Missouri. But we are monitoring a couple of the cells that are moving up from that direction. Could be clipping St. Clair County and Benton County as they continue to push off to the northeast at 65 miles per hour. Oh gosh, my director, he's something else. At least Mr. Mark Harden actually put his name on his comment this time and not anonymous. Hey, thanks, Matt. I do appreciate that. I did take a look at your PM. We are live on all of our platforms right now. And again, Subby's Weather Talk. Unfortunately, with it being a private group, it does not allow live streaming in a private group. So, but again, West Central Missouri advisory page. You guys can go there on Facebook, and we're KDKD 95.3. And then, of course, our YouTube platforms, Instagram platforms as well. Take a look at chat right now with the National Weather Service. And again, these strong straight line winds and possible spin ups, they're going to be in that cluster of thunderstorms. They're not going to be that traditional hook echo. And again, the radar looks very, very messy right now. And you're not going to be able to look at radar and be able to determine, hey, there could be a tornado moving up this way. This is going to be from ground reports as well as helpful radar such as vertical velocity, so we can actually see a spin in the atmosphere. That's what we're relying on very, very strongly today. And you can notice it's going to be right over here. There we go. You'll see the scroll down here at the bottom of the stream, and that is going to be updating all the latest warnings, watches, advisories for West Central Missouri. So it will have the latest information. You'll see a flash from time to time with an update or a new warning that's coming out. So the winds have really died down. There's still a little bit of circulation just outside of the polygon down here by Jasper. Right now, I'm not seeing any indication of any type of circulation down on this tornado warning down here near Jasper, Missouri. There's still another 14 minutes left on this tornado warning. It could expire a little bit early. Yes, YouTube does. YouTube goes through kind of like a vetting process during live videos. So it actually gets uploaded, it gets scanned, and then it gets put on air live. So Facebook does not quite have that delay like YouTube does. So good point there, Katie. So let's take a little bit closer look here around West Central Missouri, and again we have some showers and thunderstorms in and around West Central Missouri right now. Not seeing much of the way of lightning strikes, not seeing much of the way of any gusty winds with this either. So I really think that most of West Central Missouri is going to stay in just those showers, garden variety thunderstorms through the rest of the late morning into the early afternoon. And of course, I am watching this very closely, especially for those down around the El Dorado Springs, Roscoe, Osceola area, and then eventually over toward Benton County, where this little cluster of thunderstorms that actually provoked that tornado warning down here in near Jasper. It still has another 12 minutes left to go. We'll kind of see. I'll put this in motion so you guys can actually see what direction. It's moving 65 miles per hour to the northeast, so it is trucking. And with the current trajectory, it does look like it is going to be up here in the St. Clair and southern Benton County areas here within about the next half hour. Been raining hard at the Jackson-Cass County line. Yeah, actually, my sister also relayed a message up here. She's up here near Overland Park, and they're getting some thunderstorms up here in the KC metro area as well. But again, majority of West Central Missouri here is mainly under just that good soaking rain. And right now, I haven't seen any lightning indicators. So I really think that once we get this little line of storms and we get it pushed off to the east, we should be pretty much done with the threat for any kind of thunderstorms for the remainder of the day. No flooding, Roger, that we have to worry about. And of course, as dry as what we've been, it's going to take a lot to actually fulfill the requirements of having any sorts of like flash flood watch. We would almost have to do almost 3 inches of rainfall an hour. So, but I'm expecting probably close to right around 3/4 of an inch. There are going to be some areas that pick up an inch, maybe a little bit better around west central Missouri, but no flooding issues. Just good, hard soaking rainfall that we've been missing now for about a month and a half. And again, the biggest issue that we have with any kind of severe thunderstorms that we have going on for today, a lot of the ingredients are there with the exception of moisture return from the south. So that's it's not returning. Those dew points are not getting up there high enough to add that instability to increase the CAPE. If you guys remember, we talked a little bit about that earlier this morning about the CAPE. That stands for convective available potential energy that these thunderstorms have to be able to strengthen these thunderstorms and possibility of them being severe. The CAPE is very, very small. We're not getting that return of moisture that is pumping in from the south, and that's one of the reasons why the greatest threat for severe weather is really here in far southwest Missouri, northwest Arkansas, and northeast Oklahoma for today. Now tomorrow that threat is going to shift off to the east into southeast Missouri and northeast Arkansas and into Tennessee Valley. So right now, what we still have ongoing is a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag. It expires in the next 23 minutes, and that's going to be for really the entire southeast quadrant of Vernon County. Does not include Nevada proper, but does include Montevallo, Walker, Jericho Springs, Sheldon, and close enough where El Dorado Springs, you can go ahead and be included in on that as well. But looking downrange, Roscoe, Wablo, Humansville, Stockton Lake, you guys need to be kind of paying attention to this cluster of thunderstorms that's going to be moving up in your direction. Could have some strong straight line winds, and of course we can't rule out a possible spin up tornado. So far hadn't had any reports of anything that has actually touched down or any kind of damage, so that's great news. But we still need to be weather aware as we about the next hour. And again, these things are going to be traveling 65 miles an hour to the northeast. Take a look from our cam here. This is going to be in Cass County. Let's take a look at it, see what's looking like. A lot of really low clouds. I'll kind of blow this up so you guys can see it just a little bit. And again, you see that stratus deck, that low hanging clouds. Almost looks like it's foggy out there. We are getting some rain showers out there in Dayton, Missouri, which is right there at the Bates and Cass County line out there. So, and again, it's still raining, nice soaking rain. Not seeing much of the way of any lightning strikes at all. It's just some good old-fashioned rain and thunder showers right now. But one thing definitely to note is we talked about this morning before the thunderstorms actually came in. We were talking about how this is just going to be really a messy situation today, just because of those low-hanging clouds, the drizzle, the rain. It's not your ideal severe weather setup, but what we are finding, there is just enough wind shear in the atmosphere and just enough instability down to the south of west central Missouri, down in southwest Missouri, in which it is producing a couple spin up tornadoes, at least radar indicated, and some strong straight line winds. Hi, PJ. Those of you down in that Jasper, Lamar area, of course, the tornado warning has expired. We are not seeing the winds like we were seeing here about 10-15 minutes ago. So, looks like the strongest of winds right now look to be up here just east of Montevallo. This is going to be just southwest of El Dorado Springs, but it is moving up there toward El Dorado Springs. So we're going to be keeping a close eye on that to see if it should happen to intensify. It will be coming into St. Clair County here probably about the next 20 minutes or so. Hey, Clinton, Missouri Fire Department. Thanks for the kind words. So it looks like the strongest of winds again. These are moving very, very quickly to the northeast, 65 miles per hour. It's down around Olympia, which is just east of Montevallo, just south of Pacetown. It's going to be coming in there. Look like 40, maybe 50 mile per hour winds in that area. So be prepared for that. And again, this is south of El Dorado Springs. Up a little bit further north, up in Bates County, we got some 20-30 mile an hour wind gusts along that, just behind that line of storms extending from Lee Summit down through Warrensburg. Look like you're catching a little bit of the outflow winds there, 20-25 miles per hour. But other than that, not seeing a whole lot here. We do have a little bit of a strong cell that's going to be moving from Montrose towards Clinton. And look like it could be packing 30, maybe 40 mile per hour winds. It's a very, very small cell. And again, this is going to be just on the north side of 52 Highway. There's Montrose Conservation Area. This is just southeast of Montrose Conservation Area. It's going to be heading up towards Ladue and T Highway, and then eventually up toward the Clinton area. And again, 30 mile an hour wind possibly, but of course we're keeping a very close eye, because it's even though radar doesn't look like there's really hardly anything out there, we have to keep a very we have to keep a very close eye, because this is not your typical severe weather setup. we're getting these strong winds in the core of these thunderstorm complexes. So we got to keep a very close eye on this, but definitely some stronger winds that's going to be moving again into Ladue on T Highway right by Davis R12. Davis R12, if you are listening in, which I know they do, you're going to have some strong winds come across there on T Highway close to the school here just momentarily, and then it's going to move on up toward 18 Highway on the western side of Clinton, Missouri. Just got a report, Martin. He's in between Montrose and Deepwater on 52, and the wind is really picking up. So that was likely this little area, this little pocket of a little bit stronger winds that we're keeping a close eye on here. There's another pocket of strong winds down here south of El Dorado Springs. This is going to be running. It's going to be running right into Highway 32 south of El Dorado Springs. This is going to stay west of Stockton. This little pocket of winds, a little bit of you see the different colors, the different shades of green. They're all going in about the same direction, but there is just a slight little rotation with this. So it's very, very slight. I'm not expecting this thing to do anything right now. It could intensify just a little bit, give a little bit stronger straight line winds. There is. Okay. Yep, it just popped up. So we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning. It's nice to have a partner down here. I'm looking at this cell up here. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning. This is actually going to be for the southeast quadrant of St. Clair County. It is going to include Lowry City, Osceola, Roscoe. Let's go ahead and call Wablo. You're in it. El Dorado Springs, you are also in this. And again, this is going to be for strong straight line winds. Unfortunately, they do put this tornado possible tag on these severe thunderstorm warnings. We've talked a lot about this last year. I don't like this wording that they put out there. A lot of times it's put out there because in situations like this, because a spin up could happen at any time, in which this is a possibility. But the way I treat a tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning is treat it like a tornado warning, and go to your basement, go to the center part of your house, wait it out. This thing moving 65 miles per hour, you're not going to have to be in your safe spot for very long until this thing passes. So definitely, that's my thinking. It is not mandated by the National Weather Service, nothing like that. But when you see a tornado possible tag, it's better to be safe than sorry, guys. So if you are in this area, I know we have Osceola and Roscoe, Osceola and Roscoe schools. I know you guys watch the live stream quite a bit. And again, this is going to be coming right up through Roscoe, Osceola with a tornado possible tag. If you're going to ask me whether or not you need to, if you guys are going to ask me whether or not you should be safe and go ahead and send the kids down into the tornado safe room, I would go ahead and do it. Even if you got strong winds of 60, 70 miles per hour, you want your kids protected. So with the tornado possible tag, you're not going to hear the sirens go off. However, we could be dealing with some strong straight line winds and a possible spin up tornado at any time in this cluster of thunderstorms, and we're relying strictly on velocity radar, which is what you're looking at the right hand side of your screen, and we're looking at ground reports storm reports from people. So this is a very very difficult forecasting scenario in which you have a cluster of storms that has a lot of rotation at different levels above our head, but they're not big time robust thunderstorms, but sometimes you get these spin ups in those situations. We do have a little bit of winds, 25 miles per hour, that is going to be coming across 7 Highway just west of Clinton. And then, of course, we're keeping a very close eye on these winds down here heading into St. Clair County here probably within the next 5 to 8 minutes. And of course, the tornado possible tag that's actually with this severe thunderstorm warning. And the biggest concern is this little area right here. This is to the east of El Dorado Springs. This is going to be along Highway 54. 54 Highway will take you over to Collins and 13 Highway. So this is the area of concern. It's showing just a little bit of a slight rotation. However, there's some strong winds as well, 30, 40 miles per hour right now. And of course, we're watching for any signs that it may intensify here over the next few minutes, moving very quickly off to the northeast at 65 miles per hour. And thank you guys for joining into the live stream. Again, we're working out some of the cobwebs. We did that down at Wilder RV Weather Center early this morning. We also were down here at the Henry County Emergency Management Office here at the courthouse in downtown historical Clinton Square. And it's been a while since we went live, guys. So we're just kind of getting. We do have some new equipment as well. So just kind of working out the bugs and the cobwebs. And we normally don't plan on going live for severe weather on the 8th of January. So we got Olympia. So really kind of watching a couple areas right now. Right down by Pacetown And this is kind of northeast of Montevallo. This is going to be coming up toward Willowville and Philly. This is going to stay just south and southeast of El Dorado Springs. There's a little bit of rotation there. We're also seeing a little bit of rotation up here coming into St. Clair County, actually, right along 54 Highway. This is just east of Cedar Springs, Crook Springs, Hardyville, K Highway, and of course 54 Highway. If you are in this area, of course, we are in a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag. And we just went through the explanation of, I would treat this as a tornado warning. You're not going to hear the tornado sirens. You're not going to see the red tornado warning marker. But if there's a tornado possible tag, why not just go ahead and take your tornado precautions? It's moving very, very quickly, and you won't likely have to be down in the basement very long or in the center part of your home. Go ahead and take those safety precautions. And for the next 10-15 minutes, Roscoe, Osceola, Vista, if you're in between Osceola and Collins in this area along 13 Highway driving, if you may be listening to this stream on Radford Media Group app on your phone, definitely, make sure you stay away from this area until this cell has passed. And again, we are seeing a little bit of sign of rotation. There is some light green. Remember, green color on velocity map is going toward the radar, and the red colors are winds going away from radar. So obviously you got two winds coming from two different directions. You can get a little bit of rotation. This is very, very broad, but we're keeping a very close eye on this. And again, these are very, very quick spin ups. They don't last very long. They can actually happen very, very quickly and dissipate. So we're keeping a close eye on this area down here just southwest of Roscoe and southwest of Osceola and Vista, coming across 54 Highway as we speak right now. See if there's any updates here from the National Weather Service. They are also monitoring this area east of Montevallo for rotation. So they are on this same cell as we are right now, keeping a close eye on this rotation that is just getting ready to come into St. Clair County. Stream still looking good? Okay. I had a couple people chat and say, hey, has there ever been a severe thunderstorm or a tornado in the month of January? Yes, we've had tornadoes here in Missouri every month of the calendar year, from January through December. It's rare. It doesn't happen all that often, but it definitely can happen. Now, it looked like the back edge of this system is actually already in Harrisonville, Adrian, Butler, Rich Hill, and Nevada. So Pretty much the severe threat is gone for that area right now. So we should continue to see this slide off to the east and to the north as we go through the late morning, early afternoon hours, and this should be out of here by mid-afternoon. Just a little bit of a recap. We do have one severe thunderstorm warning in west central Missouri that's affecting the basically the southeast half of St. Clair County, include Lowry City, Osceola, Roscoe, Wablo, El Dorado Springs. It does have a tornado possible tag with this particular warning, and we are really watching this area right here that is showing a little bit of rotation up high. It's very, very broad, but could have some strong straight line winds associated with this as it continues to move off to the northeast at 65 miles per hour. So we are keeping a very close eye on this area. It's going to be heading up toward Roscoe, Hardyville, Osceola, Vista area here within about the next 20 minutes or so. No new updates from the National Weather Service. We got a lot of low-level clouds pushing into let's see here, Cass, Bates County. Throw this up here up on the screen again. You see those low-level clouds that are pushing across. The backside of that storm system is moving across Bates and Cass County. Hi, Hunter. Along 7 highways, looking pretty good. It's starting to clear out between Clinton and Harrisonville. Just a couple remnant showers out there, but for the most part, between Clinton and Harrisonville, the severe threat has diminished for that area. And again, I have a feeling once we get through this severe thunderstorm warning here in St. Clair County, it could move on up into Hickory and southern Benton County. But outside of this, this is the strongest cell we have out there anywhere here in southwest and west central Missouri right now. Is in the heart of St. Clair County right now, going over Roscoe, Missouri. Just got to update, and again, very, very, a very slight rotation, very, very broad here in St. Clair County. There is some stronger wind, probably 30, maybe 40-mile-an-hour gusts coming across the highway. It is crossing 54 highway and eventually make its way over the 13 highway, kind of almost dead on to Vista. If you guys know where Vista is on 13 highway in between Collins and Osceola, is where this is making kind of a beeline for, moving 65 miles per hour. And again, 30, 40 mile an hour wind speeds associated with this right now. And, very little lightning associated with this, moderate to heavy rainfall. But we're just kind of watching this very, very broad rotation that is over here in St. Clair County. Still have another 25 minutes left on the severe thunderstorm warning. And again, it still has a tornado possible tag with this severe thunderstorm warning. So the good news is the fact that these cells are kind of, because they're moving northeast, are kind of running out of what's left of any kind of energy that they might have and moisture from down in southwest Missouri. So they're having a hard time sustaining themselves. But we do have a pretty strong couplet. We're going to wait till we come back around. We come back around for the next scan, but we do now have a very tight couplet. This is going to be just north of Rainey on V Highway. And again, this is going to be heading toward Vista. It is a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag, but I am picking up a couplet that is right along V Highway. This is going to be north of Rainey on V Highway. Right, come across Coon Creek. There are some houses that are out here in this little suburb out here off of V Highway. There are some houses out here. So I have a feeling this thing, there it is. There's the new tornado warning, guys. We do have a tornado warning for St. Clair County. We do have, and this is going to include Osceola, Vista, and it's going to go right up to the corner of Snyder's Corner. If you guys do recall from back on May 19th, this is going to be going across H. Rowe Bartle Scout Reservation, and eventually be moving right into the corner of Southeast Henry and Southwest Benton counties. So again, we do have a tornado warning for St. Clair County. If you are, and we do have some very strong circulation, very strong. This is going to be right along the highway. I do believe this is going to be, we have to be really careful here, because I do believe Osceola Schools is on, are they off of WW? Let me take a look here and see. It is going to be going right over Osceola Municipal Airport. So Osceola Airport along WW in between Osceola and Vista It's going to be coming across 13 Highway. We do have a relatively strong couplet that is right along the highway right now.
Osceola Schools on WW.
Okay, so Osceola Schools is on WW. I believe they are just north of the airport. So if you are watching in Osceola, please, hopefully the sirens are going off there in Osceola, and the kids are heading to the tornado safe spot at Osceola Schools. So again, if we do need to make sure that we have the kids in their safe spot in Osceola Schools, the leading edge of this circulation is right on WW. Going to be coming across there in probably under 2 minutes. H.R.O. Bartle Scout Reservation. And of course, we're going to be keeping a close eye on this as it comes up here in the Finey, Fox Run, Wisdom, Opportunity Farms in this area. Again, we're going to be watching that area very closely as this cell continues to intensify, moving up to the northeast at 65 miles per hour. The circulation has crossed WW and looks like it is going to be coming across 13 Highway. This is going to be just north of Vista. Just north of Vista on 13 Highway. So if you are listening to this stream, if you are in between Osceola and Vista, you need to get out of harm's way. This center of circulation is going to be going across 13 Highway here in under 2 minutes. Let's go ahead and read the warning that was put out by the National Weather Service. This is going to be for northeastern St. Clair County, west central Missouri. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Osceola, 18 miles northeast of El Dorado Springs, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. It has slowed down just a little bit. This is radar indicated rotation. Truman Lake, Osceola, Vista, Harper, Iconium. You are in a path of this cell. Take cover now. Move to a basement interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you're outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. They've got a cattle sale right now, a Wheeler livestock auction. And that's right where this center of circulation went over. So if you we have not we have not received any reports of anything that has touched down. We have not received any kind of damage reports from this. This is all radar indicated from Velocity Radar. So again, this is not confirmed. We have not had any reports of damage, but we just want to make sure everybody is safe. And again, these are very short-lived spin-ups that one scan shows rotation, next scan does not. I mean, that's how fast these things could stick around for 2 minutes and then dissipate. But we want to make sure everybody is protected. That is our sole goal here by going live streaming. So again, we still have a tornado warning for the next 16 minutes for St. Clair County. Basically, the northeast quadrant of St. Clair County. It is coming across 13 Highway as we speak right now from Osceola to Vista. The highway should be clear. You should not be on that stretch of highway. If you are listening to this in your car on, say, Rapper Media Group app on your cell phone or on YouTube listening to our stream, you do not want to be on 13 Highway between Osceola and Vista right now. If you are coming up on that, you just need to hold off about 5-10 minutes and the cell will be over the highway. So they have updated the tornado warning. Roscoe, you guys are in good shape down there at Roscoe. You are outside of the polygon right now. We have another 14 minutes left on this tornado warning, and again, this is going to be for St. Clair County. It goes right up to the Benton County line and the Henry County line. So we are keeping everything has been very quiet from the National Weather Service out of Pleasant Hill, the Kansas City office. There hasn't been any kind of updates on them at all. I'm kind of watching the St. Clair County.
Your Facebook, right?
I'm sorry, the Springfield National Weather Service office. I'm keeping a close eye on their chat for any news of possibly expanding this, but as it looks right now, the rotation has diminished greatly over the last run, over the last 2 minutes. So we still have a little bit of strong winds, maybe 30, possibly 40-mile-per-hour winds coming across 13 Highway heading toward Atro Bartle Scout Reservation. But it looks to me as if that circulation has subsided right now. But we'll be keeping a close eye on this here over the next few minutes.
YouTube's still good.
Could you check on Henry County and see if it was on the Henry County page? And again, we are kind of working out a few of the kinks, cobwebs here. So we might have lost our Facebook. What about YouTube?
YouTube's still up.
YouTube is up?
Yep.
Okay. Facebook on Katy.
The South.
It's up. It's just on West Central Missouri.
Let me check Katy. Yep, you're good on Katy. Just West Central.
It's going? Okay. So let's see, to answer your question there, Tony, how's it looking 5-6 miles northeast of Iconium near Tally Bend? So this circulation is heading up your direction. And again, that rotation that we had seen that was pretty prevalent as it come up the 13 Highway has subsided some. But we'll be keeping a close eye. You're still under a tornado warning This is for another 11 minutes, so you are in that tornado warning. So I would go ahead and stay in your tornado safe spot for about the next 10-15 minutes, and then this will finally, hopefully, be past you here in about 15 minutes or so. Of course, we will be calling down to we'll be calling down to Osceola School to make sure that there wasn't any kind of damage, anything down there in St. Clair County. We could get a hold of the St. Clair County Emergency Management Office, see if they've taken any kind of reports on property damage down in St. Clair County. As of right now, we have not heard anything on any kind of confirmation of a touchdown or any kind of damage right now. School is okay. Thank you, Brenda. Appreciate that. We still have another 9 minutes left. They did expand that tornado warning. Obviously, they're cutting off little chunks of it. And right now, it's basically from just west of H. Bartle Scout Reservation and to the St. Clair Benton County lines. We'll be watching for any signs of intensification right here in this area. And actually, I can draw that here just a little bit for you guys. So this area right here is what I'm looking at for any signs of intensification. And just in that last scan, it slowly is diminishing any signs of rotation. We still have some strong straight line winds of 30, possibly 40 miles per hour. We'll be watching this here over the next about 7 minutes. They will likely go ahead and allow that to expire, but they may replace that with yet another tornado possible tag, severe thunderstorm warning for the rest of St. Clair County and for parts of Benton County as well. We'll be watching that, see if they have a downstream warning that will be issued. Since we have just a minute, let's go to take a look at radar. So we do have a special weather statement up here. Blue Springs, Odessa. Let's take a little closer look here. And that's going to be for 55 mile per hour winds. That's going to include Buckner, Sibley, Wellington, Orick, Camden, Lexington, Odessa, Oak Grove, and Blue Springs. Of course, we've got, let's find, so definitely there's 24 highways. So Ozark Trail Schools, you guys are in that special weather statement for the possibility of seeing winds in excess of 55 miles per hour. I think that's going to stay just to your east of the schools there at Ozark Trail. Looks like it's really just maybe a few miles to the east of the schools along Highway 24 through Buckner, Levacy, Napoleon. Now further down to the south, Harrisonville, Warrensburg, Butler, Clinton, Richfield, Nevada. You guys, we are pretty much in the clear for any kind of severe weather for the rest of the afternoon. And maybe even for the rest of the shower activity. Once that shower activity moves off to the east, then we're going to start to see a little cooler air filter in behind it. We're only going to have a high near 40 for tomorrow. Let's go back down here to this tornado warning. Still have another 5 minutes left for St. Clair County in the northeastern quadrant of St. Clair County. Includes H. Rowe Bartle Scout Reservation, Fox Run, and parts along ZZ Highway all the way to Iconium and Berry Bend. Still not seeing much of the way of any circulation with these winds here in St. Clair County. Some 30, maybe 40 mile per hour wind gusts maybe along the leading edge of that complex of thunderstorms. But as of right now, I'm not seeing any signs of circulation with that cell that prompted the tornado warning. Little stronger winds heading along 82 Highway here near Harper. We could be picking up some maybe 40 to 50 mile per hour winds here that'll be heading into Harper. And that's going to be far eastern St. Clair County. So we did have the superintendent of Osceola Schools just reached out, said that they were in their tornado safe spot. They were in the basement at Osceola Schools, and they are now coming out of their tornado safe spot. So great job keeping our kids safe. So it looks like that tornado warning is about to expire. And so now we do not have any severe thunderstorm warnings of any sort or tornado warnings here in west central Missouri. The strongest of the winds right now have gone through Atro Bartle down at Scout Camp. And it looks like the leading edge right. Oh, let me get back on there. See if I can change colors. Right along from Atro Bartle Scout Reservation down where you see those darker red colors right there, those are about 40-mile-per-hour winds. So there are going to be some strong winds as they continue to push off in far southwest Benton County. We'll be kind of monitoring this for any signs of rotation. And again, these things can happen very, very quickly. But right now, we do not even have a severe thunderstorm warning out there. So that's great news. As we're probably going to see most of this activity is moving into some areas that's really not all that productive. Even for strong straight line winds, and we don't have that moisture content like they did down a little bit further south. So we are going to continue to monitor this. And again, along 82 Highway, moving over far, far southwest Benton County is where some of the strongest winds are happening right now. And again, those of you up here in the Orick, Camden, Lexington area, looks like it's north of Odessa now, but there is a special weather statement, expires in 13 minutes for 55-mile-per-hour winds for our friends up just north of us, north of the river there. But I think we are going to go ahead and call this a wrap. No warnings, watches, advisories right now for west central Missouri. I will be monitoring this cell down here coming into far southwest Benton County. I'll be monitoring that here over the next few minutes. And of course, if anything comes up, I will be back live, and we will follow these cells through our areas. So if anybody has any questions, I know there's been a lot of questions that have been sent to me on personal messages, but right now I will be answering those messages and as fast as I can. So we appreciate you guys watching the stream here on all of our platforms, and again, I'll continue to update you guys as we go through the early afternoon. Have a great rest of your day, guys.